Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing another collection update video. I'm doing it on my of the Nintendo Switch even as it's been a while since I've done Switch update, or a little while anyway, a little gap I guess of sorts, and yeah, I've got a few new games to talk about, and obviously we'll have updates on older games and whatnot. So yeah, without further ado, obviously you can see here that I've got Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order, which is exclusive to Switch, and yeah, it's from what I've played of it, I'm enjoying it. I'm leveling up some characters. I've not played a lot of it. I played some of it earlier today, even though it's fairly early-ish in the morning of sorts. I mean, it's not even 12 yet. But yeah, it's fun. It's I've never played any of the other Ultimate Alliance games, so all I really expected going in from it is just a sort of fun, arcadey, hack and slashy type game, which is basically what it is. What is really cool though is when you open the Switch case, on the inside you've got all the different characters you can get and that, and stuff. And if you're really massive Marvel fan, then obviously this is the game for you, because it will very much have, it has characters that are well known, like Deadpool and Black Widow and Star-Lord and Iron Man and Thor and that, the big Avenger type characters. But then it's also got characters who are a bit more obscure, like some obscure X-Men characters, as well as there's DLC and or Season Pass for Fantastic Four, as well as even more X-Men characters and that. So but as I say, I am enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying using Spider-Man, as well as well, I say Black Widow, but trying to use Black Widow, but she's not very powerful, even though she's like level 8 or 9 at the minute. And then what was the other character that I liked using? Oh, Gamora is probably the character that I like using the most in the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is kind of ironic considering of those characters, I would say Star-Lord or Groot are probably my favourite two characters from the actual films. And that Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition, which I think is funny. I bought both these games, by the way, off Amazon. This one was $47.99 or 98 or whatever, nearly 50 quid basically, which is normal standard retail price for a brand new first party Nintendo Switch game. So that was quite expensive. As for the remastered one, it was only $24.99. It's then again, it is of a 10 or 11-year-old game, so it's quite an old game. As of this recording, I haven't even popped this into my Switch at all, which I feel bad about. But then again, to be fair, in my defense, I did play the original game, or have the original game, copy of the original game for 360. I loved it then, and that's why I kind of picked it up here, because also, being able to play it portably as well if I ever go anywhere and that. But yeah, as well as, yeah, just generally like really, really fun game, even though it is quite sort of, well, it's open world, but it's quite linear, and sort of as a sandbox, it's quite bland-ish in so much as like it is just Mars, and so it's quite sort of samey looking. But the absolute best thing about it is like its explosions, and it's like explosion like mechanic and or like physics. It's just outstanding, really. Even now it still holds up, is basically what I've heard from people, which is just awesome. Copy of Super Mario Maker 2 for Switch, which is obviously a big title for the Switch, and yeah, like I've really enjoyed a lot of the single player that I have played through, and that I've got around 30-ish% through the single player from what I remember of playing it. I enjoyed playing some of the online as well. As of this recording, I haven't really made any level, really, and that, I mean, I've messed around with some of the tools a little bit. I have yet to even use it out of the dock and use it in handheld mode to create like an actual level, and that with like the stylus, because I got the limited edition copy of this, so and then you got this really cool thing on the inside and that. Yeah, because I got the limited edition copy, so it came with the steelbook, which I'll try and show you this. It comes with this like plastic like cover with all these different bits and pieces on it, and then the case, the actual metal like case, and that, and then you've got this sort of design reminiscent of the first Super Mario Maker. And that's the back and that, and yeah, I got this one because it came with the stylus as well as the big notepad thing as well, where you can like actually create levels or like sketch out levels and that. Like came with like a giant book of graph papery type thing. So yeah, if you've watched one of my new news videos, I kind of went over that in that recording. Saints Row 3, the full package, which is basically means it includes all the DLC and stuff. I've only spent about 5 hours in this game. It is really fun, and I do actually kind of like the Saints Row 3 series more than GTA, God forbid. Oh, that's probably heresy to most people. The only real GTA that I ever really liked was one that I remember playing as a kid. I think it was Vice City. I could be wrong on that. The one where you can't swim, I don't think. Yoshi's Crafted World, I completed this game. Took me about, well, it might be just under 15 hours, it might not be, but basically the recording thing on the Switch only does it in 5 hours bursts, so, and it says played for 10 hours or more. I haven't picked it up since I completed it, which I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just more a case of I have a lot of games on Switch, so but yeah, I love the crafted look of the game. I honestly kind of like that more than Woolly World, honestly. I found this more intuitive and just more fun and, as I say, engaging and intuitive and just a blast to play, more so than Yoshi's Woolly World, in my opinion anyway. And that, but ARMS, which I have yet to even play of this recording, which, yeah, it looks fun. I enjoyed the demo, even though as bad as this sounds, I was out of breath playing it, and that's how unfit I am. I've only just noticed though, I did buy it pre-owned from Game. The spine here is just absolutely battered, and that, but I bought it pre-owned for about 30 something quid, so it's not too bad for a new Switch game, and that, but then hopefully it's not too hollow a game, I guess, and not that fun, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I could see myself definitely at least trying to complete the main story, and then trying to play the multiplayer and that. It's just a case of, like, much like with Splatoon 1 and or 2, it got so much free content updates, and so although the base game might have been a bit meh, what it is now is definitely a lot more of what they wanted it to be probably at launch, but yeah. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, it's a good, fun Pokemon game for the most part. I mean, I haven't played a lot of it. I think I've got 15 hours into the game. It's okay, it's good. It was a good idea for them to release a Pokemon game between that and, you know, the wait for Sword and Shield, I guess. Or at least I thought it was a good idea. Whether or not Pokemon fans did, is another thing. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Again, I've only played it like literally like an hour or two of the game and haven't gone back since. So, Minecraft, it's Minecraft on Switch. It's obviously a better version than the mobile version and that, and it looks nicer than that of what I can only imagine how it looks on 3DS and that. So yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Me and my brother played quite a bit of it back in the day, or earlier in the year even, or partway through last year. Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, so it includes all the DLC, came with stickers and that, and coloured manual and all manner of bits and pieces. Really fun game, really difficult game. I've spent about 20 hours in the game, I think, if my Switch is to be believed. So that's cool. Super Mario Odyssey, phenomenal game, breathtaking, absolute friggin' challenging as balls if you're trying to 100% it, or even complete Dark Side of the Moon, which I don't know how, but I did. Not to not to brag too much, but yeah, just really, really phenomenal game. 10 out of 10, just outstanding. It's Super Mario 64 for my generation, basically. And that, which is just no feat, no massive feat, or one massive feat, like, in itself. The fact that they took everything that was brilliant about 64 and just somehow made a sequel to that. I don't even know how that works, really. Um, and that, Cappy mechanic, and yeah, I've put 50 hours into this game, and I can see myself putting ideally another 50. I would love to. It's just a matter of time and actually feeling as though I can actually get to the next moons and that, because I would love to say that I 100%ed Super Mario Odyssey. I'd fucking put that on my CV, for goodness sake. Because it just shows determination, skill, like, whatever you want to say in the comment section below, like, how ridiculous I sound now, but, like, seriously, it's freaking mental. Splatoon 2, I'm kind of sad about the fact that there's no more Splatfests, but yeah, and especially with the fact that my Team Order got absolutely, demolished, in terms of our 0 to 3. And that, and yeah, just a phenomenal game that I've put in nearly 300 hours into. The only other game that I could think of off the top of my head that I've probably maybe spent more time on is Halo Reach back in the day. Maybe want to say I put, like, in total 500 hours in that game, maybe, and that's just a guess, but that's because 360 never counted how many hours you did. And that, I'd love. I'm not saying, like, I'm good enough to do a Splatoon 2 tournament, but I'd love to just partake in one just to see if I could actually get anywhere with it. I'd hope after nearly 300 hours I'm somewhat good at the game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe even. Just really fun multiplayer game. I kind of enjoy playing it single player, as bizarre as that sounds. I've not personally played that much of the battle mode sort of stuff, but that's just because in the past I've never really done that with either a Wii or, like, most of the copies and versions I've played of Mario Kart have either had battle mode or just I've just never really experienced it in the way that it should. Really, not that I don't dislike battle mode. It's just a mode that I've never really partaken in, or taken part in even. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome that it's there. You've got all the DLC characters, you've got new characters, actually, you've got new items and stuff, and you've even got, like, a new sort of even beginner's mode thing, which I never really use, but for some people I actually let them use that, and it's just like having the rail guards up on bowling, really. And that is the way I see it. Just makes it even more approachable and more accessible, which I know in the gaming community is often frowned upon, but it's nice that that option is there. In any game, whether or not you use it is up to you. That's the way I see it anyway. But yeah, that's been my Nintendo Switch collection update video. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've got like 13 games. I don't, of this recording, have any digital games downloaded on my Switch, so fortunately I don't have to mention any of those. And yeah, I just adore my Switch, to you guys' disbelief. I'm constantly on it and that, and even when I'm not playing it, I'm probably just thinking about playing the goddamn thing, as bad as that sounds, or as bad as that is to admit. But yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.